Well, good afternoon to everyone in the UK and good day wherever you are in the rest of the world. I imagine we have a few bleary-eyed people joining us from North America, so particular good morning to you. My name is Jonathan Wolfe. I'm the Alfred Landecker Professor of Values and Public Policy at the Blavatnik School. I'm delighted to be hosting for the Blavatnik School to be hosting this on behalf of Shelley Tremaine and myself. Shelley, who I'll hand over to in just a second, has put together an incredible program for today and tomorrow, which she will briefly tell you about before I come back to chair the first meeting. I should just say a couple of things. We will all describe ourselves when we come onto camera. So I'm a man in my 60s, wearing glasses, graying hair, wearing a blue cardigan in a rather plain room, and there's a bit of London sunlight coming through the windows, and that will disappear quite soon, I think. But I'll hand over now to Shelley to introduce the day and tomorrow before I introduce our first speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm a white disabled woman with short graying brown hair. I'm wearing large plastic glasses and long earrings. Behind me to my right, there's a clock on the wall and a window through which light is entering the room. I'm joining our conference from traditional ancestral territory of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe nations. The territory was the subject of the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, an agreement between the Iroquois Confederacy and the Ojibwe and allied nations around the Great Lakes. On behalf of the organizers and participants of Philosophy, Disability, and Social Change for, I want to open this conference by noting our respect for and solidarity with Indigenous peoples of so-called Canada and other settler states who for thousands of years have held sacred the land, water, air, sky, and their inhabitants, and who for centuries have struggled to protect them from the ravages and degradation of colonialism and expropriation. I'm going to keep my remarks brief because I'll be speaking quite a bit in the book launch later today. First, I want to note that Jamie has produced several holding slides or several slides that appeared on your screen before we began today. These slides will appear throughout the day between sessions and before we begin tomorrow. Here's a description of the slides. The first slide consists of the title of the conference dates, and in the upper right-hand corner, logos of both the Blavatnik School of Government and the University of Oxford. The second slide shows our program for today and the logos. The third slide shows our program for tomorrow and the logos. The fourth slide, which has the logos, explains the Zoom functions used and available throughout the conference, including captioning. The fifth slide includes the logos of the Blavatnik School of Government and University of Oxford, as well as explains that the conference will be live streamed and recorded and how you can opt out of this policy by emailing Jamie. The sixth slide includes the logos and addresses where you can find us on social media. The last slide is a flyer for the Bloomsbury Guide to Philosophy of Disability, which will be launched later today. The flyer includes the front cover of the book, the blurbs by Miranda Fricker and Tracy Isaacs that appear on the back cover of the book, and the discount codes that you can use to purchase the book at the books page on the Bloomsbury website. Jamie has put the discount codes and the book's webpage address in the chat, and we will do so again throughout the conference. We will be giving away several copies of the book over the next 2 days. One of the books will be given to the best community member. You can win this distinction by asking questions to speakers, making comments in the chat, sharing links in the chat, and so on. A second book will be given for best attendance throughout the conference, so you'll want to come often and stay a while. I will announce the winners of these two book prizes at the end of the last session on Friday and on the Biopolitical Philosophy blog following the conference, in case you can't make the last session of the conference. The other two book prizes will test your knowledge of philosophy of disability. So keep checking the chat to find out how to win one of these books. Our conference is meant to provide a safe space for disabled philosophers and our allies to produce knowledge about disability, to engage in critical discussion and dialogue with each other, and to develop strategies of resistance. Let's work together to make this a thought-provoking, affirming, and memorable experience for everyone. I should mention one change to the program. Unfortunately, Joshua St. Pierre, who was scheduled to present in the book session, the book panel session, will not be joining us today. Okay, I encourage you to live tweet about the conference as it happens by using our hashtag #, capital P, lowercase hi, uppercase D, lowercase is, uppercase S, lowercase oc, uppercase C, lowercase h 4. With that said, let's get things underway.